My fellow big brain, high IQ, Minecraft update salutes. I'd like to remind you, we're in the midst of update season. That means new updates. Surprise beautiful romantic copper lantern bar and chain update? Well, it could happen at any minute. Look, it might be crazy, off the rails, absolutely insane, or I'm that, and I'm also onto something. No matter what, laddies, we've got a beach update in the queue. You smash that like button, and down below right now, what do you think this beach update teaser was actually teasing? It's definitely something we haven't seen quite yet, and here's why I know that. Mojang's playing a long game, the big brain game with these teasers. Taking it all the way back to the initial big teaser extravaganza day, where we got all of the initial ones. We got CU 29. 29 is on the elemental table of scienciness stuff, and these other numbers correspond to it too in some way. But also, CU 29, like CU on the 29th. Now keep in mind, we were teleporting somewhere, which is really confusing because for this copper update so far, well, we don't really teleport anywhere. That is, unless the devs were teleporting ahead to the 29th of July. Oh my god. In this initial update teaser, they were not only teasing the copper update, but the first copper snapshot. Don't know if they had this in the calendar at that point, but it ended up dropping on the 29th. Oh my god, how smart is Mojang? So these teasers here that we've been getting, there are layers to this stuff, man, like an onion. Next up, that takes us to the WhatsApp teaser. Now, I don't know if I'm derping out, I completely fail at this or something, but I can't find the WhatsApp teaser in the WhatsApp server anymore. I don't know why, but it was definitely there. Thanks to Potato Man of Minecraft, we have a documentation of it over on Twitter here. We can see that the WhatsApp teaser, we talked about it initially, was see you soon, and it was somebody inside of the cave with suspicious light sources all over. Now, technically speaking, for weeks on weeks, unless this player is just mining copper. Well, for weeks on weeks, up until last week, we had nothing to do with lighting in the game at all. Well, that is, nothing new having to do with lighting in the game at all. Aside from the whole CU bit, this was literally just a random post of somebody down in the caves, not a single copper ore in sight. It was pretty weird. Fast forward August 5th, bam! We get the copper update with the green torch of all time. It's beautiful. And there we go. Over a month later, their initial teaser teasing some kind of lighting down in the cave systems, it was finally solved. Now, for the most part, when it comes to our copper update and the other teasers, I mean, a lot of the stuff has been answered, but definitely, absolutely, not everything. The biggest stinking mystery when it comes to this copper update that we've had for a long time is this beach teaser. Now, sure, some may say that this is all about, well, copper, because of metal detector, and it relates to copper, and I don't know, like, somebody found copper on the beach, but wait a second, these teasers, who put the copper on the beach? Like, why is that there? I just don't think that the metal detector was teasing a copper update. From all of the other teasers, we already knew it was going to be a copper update. On top of that, as now proven with the light teaser, well, every teaser here was relating to something inside of the update. That there, my friends, brings us to not one, but potentially two brand new teasers today. Minecraft, it's an international game, specifically national to Japan as well. With the context of our TikTok missing beach teaser in mind. Is that a beach post? Now, this is a very posed up, adorable scene with the mobs hanging out on the beach. The caption translated to English is, the enemies seem to be enjoying the summer to its fullest suit. It's basically just a little scene on a beach. Now, alone, this might just be a simple meme. It's funny. It's adorable. But if I had a penny for every time Mojang mentioned something about the beach recently, well, actually, I'd have 3 pennies. Yes, but first, Minecart. Now an experimental feature toggle for like literally a year at this point. What in the world is going on with these things? Could it be true? Are the Minecart updates potentially about to buzz into our game? So this is one that we talked about on our live stream last week. If you've never come by one, come by sometime. It's very fun. Last week, late in the week, on the official Minecraft YouTube channel, like you can go to their community tab and check it out. They posted this random contraption here with a minecart launcher that does not work currently in the vanilla game. Or at least doesn't work how the short is showing that it works without the experimental toggle. You see here, without our experimental toggle turned on in the game, we can go ahead and put the sheep and let it spin in a circle and then flick it, and yeah, it doesn't actually launch. So this is weird. This is very clearly showing off the use of the experimental toggle that is only in one version of the game. Now, Minecraft is weird because they're consistent, but at the same time, they're not. They don't usually tease an update on a Thursday. But the post in general, it's all just very weird and doesn't even really work in the vanilla game. Obviously, with the context of the Minecart update being long and missing and unchanged for a long time too, stuff is also pretty loved, it instantly got people wondering. In my humble opinion, for minecarts to be included in part of this update, we either would have to look at a mineshaft update or maybe some kind of copper relation to minecarts as well. Either way, weird. But back to the beach, because we know for sure, no matter what, this is definitely an update teaser, and it seems to be unanswered in-game. We're definitely due for some kind of update to the beach, and that brings us to today. Ever doubted a map? Then we've got a bunch of beach holes and a map. Now look here, like all of the Mojang teasers and posts, I think there are layers to this. Obviously, this is a meme initially on digging in the beach, and oh man, it's so hard to find the buried treasure on the beach, right? Like, given the nature of a lot of the YouTube community tab posts, a lot of them are often jokes or just random community questions. Here we can see we've got a treasure map with the X and somebody struggling. They don't know the secret trick with the chunks to find the treasure chest. But it's the beach, and out of the initial teasers that we have, the one that we don't know about is the beach. And our initial beach teaser, not necessarily specifically about buried treasure, but I mean, what is the only thing you're looking for on the beach but buried treasure in Minecraft? And then we've got a post, maybe a meme, maybe a hint, maybe a little bit of both going on the day that Mojang usually posts, well, hints. Beach teaser, weird post on the day that they post hints. If everything goes as planned, hopefully we'll have a snapshot. Last week, we had one of the unexplained teasers explained. We have one teaser left, unexplained. I mean, look, man, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to get to where I'm going at right now. Our beach update that we're still seemingly due for no matter what. What in the world could it be? So now we have not one, but two posts relating to the beach and finding something on it. In this one, somebody is struggling. In this post right here, we've got a player finding something on the beach and not struggling at all. Like, literally first try, they dig something out and find something mysterious and blacked out and dark down below the beach. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people claim that the initial beach teaser is probably just the copper golem finding the buried treasure, which I'm not gonna lie, that's a decent guess here. But if you put it in game and you have a copper golem holding something that is definitely inside a buried treasure, on a beach the buried treasure is located under. Well, at least to me, I haven't had very much luck with the copper golem seemingly pathfinding over to wherever the chest is. Maybe it's just bad luck, but it's definitely not working here. Also, we should note that in that TikTok post, the player is using something to find something on the beach. Like, the player has a metal detector tool. So I think that rules out the copper golem being the hint here. Interestingly, when the player digs out the sand, they've got a pickaxe in hand. I wonder if that's a hint at whatever this block is down here. Well, you need to mine it with a pickaxe. Now mine it with a pickaxe. Interestingly, copper blocks, they are mined with a pickaxe. Well, at least if you want to actually pick them up. Obviously, they don't generate on the beach quite yet. Maybe these teasers and posts hint at something new generating under the ground on the beach. And maybe that's something new, well, it might utilize some of our fancy new copper blocks that we've gotten in this update. Maybe an ancient small ruin with some statues. My other theory here, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward one. Take into account this post right here where somebody is very clearly struggling to find buried treasure. And then the initial post right here where a player is using a tool to find maybe something. Maybe buried treasure or just something secret and new under the beach. Well, they're using a tool. Pretty big brain theory from my subreddit right here. What if copper and echo shards make a metal detector or basically copper finder of some kind? Oh man, that's fire. I've always thought that some kind of new tool in the game to maybe help you find those massive ore veins under the ground or even something like a trial chamber. You know, a tool maybe kind of like the compass, except a tool that would react to large amounts of ores in a given area. Well, that'd be genius. Maybe instead of reacting to ores, it's reacting to large amounts of copper. Again, something new that we'd find under the beach. Alright, now last thing last, and maybe this is a bit of a stretch here, but oh, it's my most hopeful one here. And think about what we have inside of the update already. So far in this update, of course, we have a lot of copper stuff, but kind of randomly right now, we've got the shelf block as well. What does the copper golem do? It takes items and sorts and stores items. What does the shelf do? Well, it displays and kind of stores. Maybe you could be using it for sorting items too. This update is currently kind of a copper update, but also at the same time with how the copper golem actually acts, it's a little bit of a storage update too. When you go to the beach and you dig down in the beach right now, what is the only thing that you will normally find but a chest? And could you imagine how wacky it would be if Mojang added the shelf block to the game? and only added the oak variant of the shelf block. Do you see where I'm going? Chest variants has been a dream of the community for years on years on years. Now that we've got a shelf variant for every single type of wood, why don't we have an item frame variant and, more excitingly, a chest variant? Hear me out here, but what if the thing that the player is finding buried on the beach is buried treasure, except this time it's in a brand new chest? Maybe say this spruce wood chest variant. Oh my god, Mojang, please, I die. Look, if Mojang is ever going to add chest variants to the game, it seems like right now would be the perfect time to do it, inside of the storage room update. So what do you think? Do you think this is just a meme, or is this some kind of teaser? Either way, no matter what, we're due for a beach update. What do you think it's going to be? Look, man, I hate that on a sad note, but I'll tell you what it's not going to be, but what it should be. Oh, I can't even say it, man. I can't even say it. It would fit perfect. I don't usually upload on a Monday, so I hope you enjoyed. Smash like, subscribe. Big brain gamers, I'll see you tomorrow with a snapshot video. Adios.